everyone, welcome back to Ms. English, where learning English feels like chatting with your best friends. I'm Mia, your English coach with a mug of iced coffee in one hand and a weekend story in the other.
And I'm Jake, the guy who tried to relax this weekend, but ended up reorganizing my entire closet. Not sure if that counts as rest.
It totally doesn't. You sound like one of those I'll just clean one drawer people who ends up washing curtains.
Guilty. But, that's exactly what we're talking about today. How to talk about your weekend naturally in English.
Yes, because when someone asks, "So, how was your weekend?" you can say more than just, "It was good." We are going to show you how to sound more natural, confident, and fluent.
And we'll share real examples, common phrases, and even a few new weekend habits that are trending, like skincare Sundays or journaling mornings.
Oh, I love those. Okay, let's start with the basics. When someone asks, "How was your weekend?" you can begin with something simple like, "It was great," or "It was pretty relaxing." Then add a few details.
Exactly. For example, I could say, "It was great. I stayed home on Saturday and watched a movie. On Sunday, I went out for coffee with my friends."
That's a perfect structure. Short, clear, and natural. You're saying what you did and how you felt.
And for those who like variety, you can also use words like amazing, busy, chill, or productive. So instead of "it was good," say "it was chill," or "it was super productive."
Right. And if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can add a phrase like, "I finally had time to." For example, "I finally had time to sleep in," or "I finally had time to clean my room."
Oh, sleep in is one of my favorites. It means waking up later than usual. That's my weekend goal every time.
Same here. I set an alarm for 8 a.m., but somehow I wake up at 10 and call it self-care.
You see? That's a great example of how to tell your story. Don't just say, "I slept late." Say something like, "I slept in on Sunday morning because I needed a slow start."
Beautifully said. Now, let's talk about activities. Many people say only, "I watched TV," but you can make it sound better. Try, "I binged my favorite series on Netflix," or "I watched a new movie with my family."
You can also say, "I caught up on my favorite show," which means you watched episodes you missed.
Ooh, yes! And another natural one is, "I hung out with." For example, "I hung out with my cousins," or "I hung out with my best friend at a cafe."
That one's super common. Native speakers use it all the time. Instead of saying, "met my friend," say, "hung out with my friend."
Let's teach a few more good ones. Go for a walk. Try a new recipe. Catch up on work. Do some self-care.
Yeah, self-care is a big one these days. It can mean anything from skincare to journaling or just having quiet time.
That's true. For me, Sunday nights are my self-care routine. I light a candle, put on a face mask, and write in my journal.
That's why your skin always looks better than mine.
You should join my Sunday club. Glow and grow.
Deal. But see how natural that sounds, everyone? You're telling your story and using everyday English.
Exactly. Let's show our listeners how to make their answers sound alive. Instead of saying, "I stayed home," you can say, "I stayed home and recharged after a long week."
Or instead of "I did nothing," say, "I just took it easy." That's such a native phrase. It means you relaxed and didn't do much.
Take it easy is perfect for slow weekends, and you can use it anywhere. "I took it easy on Sunday," or "I just wanted a quiet weekend."
And let's not forget went out. It simply means you left home to do something fun, like "I went out for dinner" or "I went out with friends."
So, Jake, what about your last weekend? Give us your real example.
Okay. On Saturday, I slept in and then met a friend for brunch. Later, I went shopping for a new jacket, and in the evening, I watched a movie at home. Sunday was quieter. I made pancakes, did laundry, and played some guitar.
That's such a full weekend. See, listeners? That's how you answer naturally. You add small, real-life details that make your English sound smooth.
What about you, Mia?
Oh, my weekend was peaceful. On Saturday morning, I went for a walk by the lake. It was cloudy but calm. Then I made iced coffee, cleaned my apartment, and spent the afternoon journaling. Sunday was my reset day. Laundry, skincare, and planning the week ahead.
That sounds like the definition of balance.
It really helps me start the week feeling calm.
Let's teach our listeners some emotions to describe how their weekend felt. You can say, it was relaxing. It was refreshing. It was exciting. It was exhausting. It was productive.
Perfect list. You can even mix them. It was relaxing but productive. Like you chilled but still got stuff done.
That's me every Sunday. Half resting, half pretending to clean.
We all do that. Okay, now let's add a quick mini story for practice.
Go ahead, storyteller Mia.
Here we go. It was Saturday morning. The sun was shining and I made myself a cup of coffee. I met my friend for brunch, and we talked about our travel plans. Later, I watched a movie with my family and felt so relaxed.
That's such a nice example. Short, simple, and full of natural expressions.
Exactly. You can build your own just like that. Choose 3 things you did, 1 feeling, and add a time phrase like on Saturday morning or on Sunday evening.
Let's make it fun. How about a listener challenge?
Mia, Jake. For example, on Sunday, I went hiking with my friends. I felt happy and refreshed. Mia, beautiful. And remember, small steps make big progress. Even 1 sentence every weekend builds your confidence.
Love that. Okay, everyone, tell us about your weekend in the comments using this structure. On which day, I and your activity. I felt whatever the emotion. Absolutely. And here's a bonus tip. Record yourself speaking. You'll hear your progress and fix small mistakes naturally.
That's a great idea. You can even pretend you're in a podcast with us. Your voice matters.
So true. And now, before we wrap up, let's give our final vocabulary spotlight.
All right, today's weekend words are sleep in, wake up late, hang out, spend time casually, catch up, reconnect after some time apart, take it easy, relax and not stress, recharge, get your energy back.
And I'll add one idiom. Have a blast. It means have a great time. Example, we went to the beach and had a blast.
Love it. So, what's one thing that made you smile this weekend? Think about it, say it in English, and share it in the comments.
Because every small story you tell in English helps you sound more natural and more you.
That's such a nice way to put it.
Thanks. I learned from the best.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on Ms. English. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And tell us your weekend stories below. We might read a few in our next episode.
Until then, keep speaking, keep shining, and don't forget, English grows with your everyday life.
See you next time, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye!